Welcome to Brakedown, where in only a few minutes, I'll teach you all the tips and tricks you need to know to win in Marvel Rivals, no time wasted. I'm Brake, and today we're talking Invisible Woman. Invisible Woman is an extremely strong strategist who can provide consistent AoE healing, output serious damage, and control the battlefield with her invisibility and disruption abilities. Starting off, we have her primary fire, or projection. Firing a projectile that pierces and returns after colliding with a wall or traveling 30 meters, it heals for 40 for allies and deals 20 damage to enemies. Because this has such a long range, you want to try and maximize the amount of targets you can pierce. Lining up with teammates is optimal and will allow you to get the most value from this. Next, Invisible Woman's secondary fire is Guardian Shield. This will generate a shield at the targeted ally that heals for 50 per second in a 3-meter radius. Although this can provide an ally some time to breathe if they're under heavy fire, it's by no means a tool like Doctor Strange's shield that should be used to eat up damage constantly. Toss it to a flanker to heal them up or to peel for targets being dove in your backline. You can also drop the shield with F, and the cooldown to place it again will be based on the remaining health. At full, it can be instantly cast, and if broken, you'll have to wait 6 seconds. Now, if you're the one being targeted, Invisible Woman's next ability, Veiled Step, is her main way to protect herself. It's a very basic option, just propelling you into the air. Be aware, if you do use any input while jumping, you will not get the additional benefit, which is it'll also trigger your passive, Covert Advance, which will allow you to begin healing yourself. This passive will also automatically update after 6 seconds without using any abilities. It will give you a 20 per second heal and, of course, turn you invisible. Turning invisible can be nice to try and escape instead of staggering, but keep in mind, while you're invisible, you cannot contest objectives. Next, we have Psionic Vortex, her shift. This is a great tool to build ultimate charge and help control space. It does a respectable 35 damage per second, pulling in enemies and slowing them by 50% at the center. Toss this on cooldown towards the enemy tanks to apply pressure, or at angles enemy duelists are peeking to ward them off. Speaking of pressure, Invisible Woman's next ability, Force Physics, does just that. Able to push or pull enemies, this is the key to mastering her kit. You can either push ulting enemies away or pull them in to trap them, similar to a Winter Soldier hook. Use it on a Hulk, for example, looking to escape, or to suck foes back into your Psionic Vortex to force enemy strategists to invest more cooldowns. Before we move on, I just want to take a moment to say if you like this video, I have a bunch more content planned as we head into Season 1, so make sure to subscribe to get notified when that goes live. Now, for Invisible Woman's ultimate, we have Invisible Boundary. Not only does this set up a giant field of invisibility for your allies, it'll also slow enemies that pass through it, as well as obscure them to outside enemies. It'll also provide a massive heal over time for any teammates inside. This is an insanely powerful defensive ultimate because it'll heal through most offensive abilities and also help protect your team from ultimates that can one-shot, like Iron Man. This may actually be the new best defensive ultimate in the game and certainly helps secure Invisible Woman as one of the best strategists in Season 1. Moving on, instead of talking about best heroes to pair with Invisible Woman, I'll mention some that actually don't do so well. She prefers teammates that group up around her, allowing her to best utilize her healing, so flankers like Black Panther, Iron Fist, Psylocke, Spider-Man, and Venom may struggle. Additionally, she has a hard time healing Iron Man or Storm due to their flight. So know when and where to pick Invisible Woman, make yourself seen on the battlefield, and know when to disappear. Good luck on your games, and thank you for your time, and I hope to see you in the next video.